picked up Jen. Now we're waiting for the airport express.
Yeah, so my husband's blaming me for being late.
Because we missed it by 2 minutes.
Should he blame me or them?
I would have gotten through immigration faster than you.
It's my own fast. I walked fast.
Yeah, but I would have gotten through immigration faster. But then again, I have a resident certificate, so they don't care about us. You're here. So we're wandering around trying to find this really cheap watch store, but it doesn't seem to be open. But we have Taipei 101 made out of balloons. You know, You're the Rat, lots of rats. Kind of cool. They're usually advertising tourism to Japan here. And by usually, I mean like all the time. Makes sense. Good location for it. Lots of otaku shit around here. So here is the old North Gate. One of the 5 gates into and out of Taipei when it was a walled city. Let's see, if we look over to my right, we have Taipei Main Station. The light's horrible. And the old post office, which is having some fixing going on. There's actually a kind of cool museum in there, but most of it's closed off since it's the holidays, about the history of, you know, the Republic of China postal system, stamps and stuff. Stamp collecting is still a very big thing here. Lots of my students had stamp collections. And over there are some coin shops and antique shops that sometimes I go looking for coins at. Alright, so, good morning. What are we going to do today?
We're going to the National Palace Museum.
Good, and what are we going to see there?
The palace. I don't know.
Lots of artifacts and historical stuff.
Yeah, which my husband really loves.
Hey, you're the one that suggested going there.
No, I just want the view, honey. The view's out.
She just wants to take Instagram pictures.
Yeah.
But it's actually a really cool place. So a lot of it are artifacts that during the Civil War, when the nationalists were losing to the Chinese, the communist Chinese forces, they ended up packing up and bringing over here. Yeah, so it doesn't feel like winter vacation at all, but here we are at the National Palace Museum. But as you can see, it's kind of shaped and designed like an old style palace. Different levels, the layers, the large open courtyards, which are very beautiful. And it's the beginning of Spring Festival, aka New Year's, so I imagine it'll get quite busy today. Although I think at least in Taiwan during New Year's, what happens is a lot of people leave Taipei and go to other places, and that's why, you know, Hualien and other places are so busy. I just want to talk very briefly about this document. First, let's look at the size of it. There it's in Chinese. There it's in Manchu. So this is the imperial edict for the personal rule of Emperor Tongzi. So basically, when he became emperor, he wrote or had this edict written, basically saying that I'm now the boss. So where are we? Yeah, do you like it so far?
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah, it'll get busier later because it does more at night. So this is the end of the red line. What's up?
What? What's the question?
Do you still love me?
Why?
Because if you don't, you can go over there and pray for a new husband.
You're crazy.
So we have arrived in Taichung. We're just kind of pouring ourselves out of the station. And, yeah. Look for something to eat. Actually, the station is very nice. I feel like last time I was here, the station wasn't fully finished yet. So we got breakfast. I had fried noodles, which was the best thing on the menu.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
Yes, and we get a coffee, free coffee, complimentary coffee, and then what's the thing? Peanut.
Because you noticed she was selling the coffee.
Okay.
That's why she was giving it out, because she wants people to try it and buy it.
Ah, okay.
Anyways, now we're going back to the train station, and where are we going?
We're going to the Rainbow Village.
Yeah. One of the most Instagrammable spots in the city, huh?
So it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Not what you. I'm getting the impression it's not what you expected.
Yeah, it is what I expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smaller than you expected, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But someone already told me that it's small.
Yeah, no, it
So I
is.
expected it's small.
So I think by the time he started painting, there were only like 11 houses left, according to what I was reading. Where before, a lot of these developments would have been covered by this village. Some of these villages that they allowed to be built or had built for veterans from the were quite large, actually. But you know, a lot of them got abandoned because they were cheaply built. You know, some of it was the Kuomintang expected them to not have to hang out in Taiwan that long. But then, you know, by the time the 70s came around, it was sort of like, nah, we're not actually going to retake the mainland. It's not actually happening. Here we are at another traditional market. A lot of things are closed today. But Jen got her food. Yeah. So here we can see some of the historical government buildings that were actually first built by the Japanese. So the Japanese built this in kind of a European Baroque style. Yeah. Japanese actually did a lot of interesting stuff when they were building in Taiwan, as far as stylistic choices. I think that there was sort of there were certainly some interesting choices about larger buildings having more of a Western style than a Japanese style. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe trying to copy European imperial grandeur. So yeah, once again, this was, both of these buildings actually were built by the Japanese when they had control of Taiwan. They built it in European Baroque style. But yeah, as you can see, and also was very normal during that time period, is the design feature about how they designed these. So they would come in and have almost like a T-like intersection, followed by stairs that looped back. This was a very common design feature during its time, and also was very effective about using space, was part of the reason. And also it just kind of looks nice. You come in, you have the staircase in front of you, it doesn't twist off to either side, it's very symmetrical, which was something that people liked a lot when they were designing buildings during that time period. Kaohsiung, and where are we going now?
So we're going to transfer at Zone.
Yeah, but where are we going?
Ah, we're going to the Thousand Buddha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new place here in Kaohsiung. So.
It's a little wet today, so there might not be many other tourists, but that's okay.
My husband is a lucky one. Every time he visits here.
Every time I visit here, it rains. Seriously, last time the typhoon came through, there was flooding. It was ridiculous. If you want to know one of the reasons I don't love Kaohsiung, right there. The traffic is horrible here. Everybody complains about Tainan. Everybody says drivers in Tainan are horrible, but you know what? At least the traffic is moving at a steady, highly illegal, but steady rate. Here we go. All right, we made it. We made it. We took the bus. We made it. Yeah, we're gonna go in here first. Enter through the gift shop. There's the big guy. What do you think, Jen? It is nice.
Yeah, it's just like the one you went in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Liutan Buddha?
Yeah.
I think it was on Liutan. I think it was on Liutan Island.
But this is more impressive.
Yeah, this is much more impressive. And a good place to go for New Year's. So here we are, there's kind of the main Buddha there. So there are 8 pagodas around him, one for each part of the 8-folded path. So kind of the reason for this is that according to Buddhism and some schools, when the Bodhisattva reached nirvana, he left behind 3 of his teeth. And one of the teeth is interred here. It was originally in Tibet. The person who founded the movement here was very big on cross-cultural and cross-religious relationships between Tibetan and Chinese Buddhists. Now, after China, the PRC invaded Tibet, and then the Cultural Revolution happened, and the temple where the tooth of Buddha that they had was interred was destroyed during the Cultural Revolution. However, a lama smuggled the tooth out and brought it to India, and then eventually it was brought to Thailand and then to Taiwan. So we're at Jen's favorite place, a night market. Since this is Kaohsiung, there's lots of seafood.
Yeah, and everything, not everything, like almost everything's cheap, right?
Cheaper than Taipei. We last went to the night market in Taipei, which can be a little, particularly Ximending, can be a little pricey.
Yeah, that's true.
This is probably one of the pricier night markets in Taipei. You can buy some.
No, not the shrimp. Wait, the shrimp.
Oh, the shrimp. Yeah, we can also get shrimp. Okay. We'll do that at home. What? Green onion pancake. Alright, so here we are at Formosan Boulevard, MRT station. We just got it done at the night market. This station is kind of famous for the art, obviously.
It's called the Dome.
It's kind of, I don't know, it's a little trippy. Not really my style, but whatever. I think the real reason Jen asked us to come here, though, is because she wants to take the train one stop and not walk. Do you want to take the MRT?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, here we are on our way back to Hualien, but it's busy, so we don't have a seat, so we're just gonna hang out here for a ways. And yeah, pretty full. I don't think Jen's very happy.